we're going to continue to show you ways to get healthy and get fit. We're at Elite Sports Academy, so let's go see what they have to offer. I'm here with Ryan from Elite Sports Academy in Cerrito, West Virginia. And he's going to tell us a little bit about the types of training they do here. I know a lot of people are trying to get fit with the new year or have a specific goal in mind. So tell us a little bit about what you all do here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, one of the main things that we started off doing was that we do a lot of athletic enhancement for youth kids, going from grade school kids, 6, 7 years old, all the way up to the high school athletes, and we also train several college athletes in the area. So that's kind of what we started off doing, but it has definitely evolved into a full-on training of everyone, pretty much. So we have a 5 o'clock class Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right now that we train several adults that want to get in shape or want to just achieve certain fitness goals. Or we have an endurance training class that's going on as well right now, where we have several people that are training for the next half marathon. There are several in the area, of course, but they're here training now, and they're getting ready for all the March programs.
So in your kind of 5 o'clock general class,
Yeah.
What if I feel like I'm not in shape enough?
Yeah, absolutely. I get this question all the time, and it's a great question, and it's a great feeling. That it's a feeling that we see often, and it's okay. We have every one of our workouts are kind of. We can manipulate them, or we can change them over to the ability of the person that's wanting to work out. So even if if you've worked out for 20 years and you took 10 years off and then you want to come back in it, that's great, no problem. We can adjust any workout for you. Or if you're someone that's never worked out before in your life and you finally said, hey, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna see what it is. We can always adjust every single workout, whether it be time, whether it be weight. The most important thing that we always preach here is form. We want perfect form on everything, because we don't want to see injuries, and we don't want to see someone come in and work out for the first time and get hurt really bad or anything and then never do it again. And that's definitely not our point or our intention. So we always preach form, preach the time. We always make sure that everything is done correctly and within the time frame of the workout. And I'm rambling right now. And we also we definitely want to make sure that they come back and they stick with the program. That way the efficacy is definitely the biggest point of everything that we do. We want to see people continue to get healthy, continue with the regimen, or just stay with the program overall.
Now, you said you told me a little bit about your endurance program earlier, and you said
Yes.
You're not a runner.
I'm not.
But you said this program is kind of designed to get anyone into running condition, and maybe the goal is not a half marathon. Say if my goal was a 5K, could I still fit into this program?
Yeah, absolutely. And the longest distance in the entire 12-week program is only 7 miles. So, anybody that's wanting to improve their 5K time or their 10K, or even work up to a half marathon eventually, it is definitely perfect for you, because it starts you out low and it's more of a sprint style training at first. And so definitely, if you've never ran before, you can start with this program from the get-go, and then start training, and then improve from there.
So you said that your kind of athletic enhancement is kind of your bread and butter, how you really got started in this business. And what type of athletic enhancement? Is it just to get stronger? Is it just to get faster? Are there specific sports?
All the above. Athletic enhancement, basically we core it around, or base it around plyometrics. In athletic enhancement, plyometric jumping, box jumps, core stability drills. We do add weightlifting whenever they're old enough to get into that point. And so we do add strength training into the program as they're able, I should say, because a lot of kids aren't even able to handle their own body weight. So we kind of start off with just those programs, just handling their own body weight, and then we improve and add on to it as they get stronger and faster and quicker.
Yeah, that's interesting, because I read an article from Stanford strength coach, and he said that his first training that he doesn't let the athletes, even college level, pick up any weight, that they all start out body weight because they're such bad form, and like you said, they can't handle their body weight.
You're exactly right. And there was even a report by Dr. James Andrews not too long ago about kids and weightlifting and picking up weights too young, and just overall overworking their bodies too young. And he's performed so many surgeries in the past 10 years that were 100% due to people being overworked. And that goes back to what we were talking about earlier, is that the worst fear I ever have is injuring a kid just from negligence. So absolutely every person that walks through the door starts off body weight only. Then we will add resistance bands first usually, get them to that point, and then we'll add weights in as a third option once they're that developed and that far along in the program.
So I noticed when I came in, I don't see any ellipticals or treadmills. Where are they?
That we don't have them.
What?
We don't have them, and we don't have them for a reason.
I can't get fit without my elliptical.
I hear you. Well, I mean, there are places that have ellipticals, but we decided a long time ago, actually, that topic came up, and we decided that we were just going to have group-led exercises all the time, and we were going to get our cardio through the weightlifting and through the exercises that we do with the boxes and everything. So we kind of left the ellipticals and the Stairmasters and all that stuff out in the cold.
Yeah. So it's like your own personal Stairmaster when you're doing all the stairs yourself, just stepping up on a standard box.
Exactly, and I think you get more of a workout because you're using more of your own body weight with that, and it's all timed by us, so we kind of push you, and you don't just get to come in and say, oh, I think I'm going to go over here and do a couple sets of this and go home. So, which is one of the good things that we like about, that many people like about our classes, that they are group led. We kind of tell them what to do and how to do it, and then we send them on their way as far as the workout goes, but then we instruct them along the way too, and make sure that everything's being done correctly, and at the end we see where we are from there.
So there's no lollygagging. I can't just like kind of hang out over here.
You can, but somebody may yell at you.
Good. So you keep everyone honest. That's good.
Absolutely. Because I mean, there's no point in coming if you're not going to do some type of exercise, and that's one of the things we were talking about earlier. The intimidation of coming to a gym is not knowing what to do or how to use equipment or how to do certain exercises or how to develop that certain part of your body that you want to make better, or if you want to improve on that. So we do get asked all the time. You saw at the beginning of the class, like, no, we don't want to do that because of this. So we'll switch it up for them and make it more enjoyable, and it's a very fun atmosphere. They kind of talk and shoot the breeze with each other and have a good time. So as long as they're getting their workout in, of course. So, but yeah.
So I noticed there's not like 60 people in here. So your classes, are they typically pretty small?
They are pretty small. The generally between 10 and 15 is probably the biggest that they ever get, and we like that because then we can give more focus to each individual person versus having a huge insane amount of group and then losing someone through the shuffle. And we didn't talk about this earlier, but we are adding a second room to make sure that we always keep the group small. So if it is a bigger group that comes in, we're going to split them in two and have one class on one side and one on the other. So we'll make sure that it stays small throughout the process.
So it's almost like having a personal trainer or a small group trainer, because you have the small class, you have a group led. So
yeah, absolutely. And that's a great benefit of coming to us, because you are going to get direct instruction, and you're not going to ever have to have that feeling of I don't know what to do when you walk in the door. So we generally put most of the workouts on the board, and then kind of go from there, and we'll see how it works out afterwards.
So what advice would you give to somebody who's maybe intimidated to start at the gym, or has never had any kind of fitness regimen before?
The biggest thing is to set a small goal and then walk through the door. So if you want to run a 5K someday, or if you want to lose a few inches off your waist, or if you want to just improve your overall health, set the goal and then put a plan in place and then come to the gym, and we'll guarantee that we'll help you in whatever goal that you're trying to achieve.
So you're up for any goal?
Absolutely. We will take on any goal, and I will do my very best to help you achieve it, whatever the goal may be.
We're here with Kim Harley. She's one of the participants here at Elite Sports Academy. So Kim, tell us a little bit about how you got started here.
I actually got started through some friends of mine who wanted to do something to better their health, and one of my friends kind of got started with the idea that we should do something for adults, for ladies. So we started coming probably last April, and we've been here for about a year. It's just to have more energy. You know, a lot of us are teachers, and I'm a second grade teacher, so we're busy and active all day long, and we usually have children of our own. So this was just perfect, and it's close to our house, so it works out really good.
So does it make you feel good to be able to do the same types of training as like, you know, the athletes and maybe even, you know, like some of those high school athletes?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, we're not getting any younger, so to be able to do some of the things that they do and be able to feel better and actually perform at a level that you haven't since maybe high school, it's really nice.
So it gives you a lot of confidence.
Yes, it does. It gives you confidence, you lose weight. I've noticed you tighten up. That's something that I've noticed more than actually losing weight, is that you lose inches.
So people always focus on like, you know, I want to lose weight and I want to like, you know, eat less, but you're saying that the exercise is a big.
It was the exercise. Yeah, it was more of getting active, doing something every day, or at least 3 days a week, getting a routine, and your body starts to feel that, and you start to show that on the outside as well.
Mentioned overtraining and that being a big issue. So your workouts aren't necessarily super long.
No, not at all. The beginning, every class is an hour long, but the first 15 to 20 minutes are stretching usually, and you can probably see in the background they're doing the dynamic stretching right now, and we preach that too because that's definitely the one very large part of the whole point of exercising is flexibility and mobility in the joints and all that good stuff. So we always, we start out stretching. We'll have a 20 to 30 minute high intensity workout, and then we'll end the class with ab workouts, of course, and something of that nature, whatever they kind of beat me up over. They're wanting to work on extra that week, and then we'll add stretching at the end as well. So we definitely we don't overwork, we don't overtrain, and if I see someone laboring on something, I definitely pull them to the side and say, hey, what's going on? Okay, we're going to fix this, and you need to sit down.
So you may even modify during.
Absolutely, absolutely. Absolutely, because sometimes, you don't know what someone's ability is until you actually see them work out. So we will get into a workout and you may see someone, maybe not even doing any weight on a certain specific lift, and you need to draw it back a little bit because you see that the form is starting to fail or even starting out the form's not there. And so you may need to pull it back, add something in or take something out, and then make sure that's corrected. That way the next time they can add on to that and then possibly get to where they need to be with any certain lift or movement.
So you're starting from kind of focusing on the weakest point and then building.
Absolutely.
Everyone likes to do what they're good at, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, everybody wants to go do some curls and that stuff. Yeah, but we do a lot of Olympic lifting, Olympic style lifting, just for full body workouts. If you start talking about a clean or a clean and press, it's a full body workout that involves several muscle groups, several stability groups. You're kind of pushing all the way through, and it's getting cardio in there too. So we will start off with that, but as you know, several people can't do a clean and jerk at a proper level or with proper form, so you have to kind of start with a PVC pipe. We have PVC pipe on the side over there that's super light. It just basically is just working on complete form. Start them with that and then add on as we go throughout the program.
Right, because I know that you see the Olympic weightlifters on TV, but they've trained their whole lives to do that. Absolutely, and that would be crazy. I can't even do some of that stuff, and I've been doing this for a long time, so I would never expect anyone to come in and just be like, oh, let's slap some weights on here and do a snatch and have a nice day. So tell us a little bit about your background and how you got started here with this business.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a local athlete. I grew up here. I went to Spring Valley High School and Cerrito Kenova High School. I went on to play college football at West Virginia Tech. The person that actually got us involved in the plyometrics originally was our strength coach in high school. His name is Cecil Fletcher. He was just inducted into the Marshall Hall of Fame for football. Great guy, and he had developed all these exercises or accumulated all these exercises from college and playing in pro football, and he brought them to us in a high school level, which was great because it's kind of funny. A quick story: when we consolidated high schools, the guys from other schools came in, and after the first workout, they walked out and they were like, "Now we see why you guys whipped us for the past 20 years." I mean, they were like, "This program is ridiculous." So, we took parts of that, and then in college, I had a great strength and conditioning coach. His name was Nick Otterbacher. He was All-American lineman from Toledo, and I took a lot of his programs. I've done numerous studies and looked at countless material and films and videos and everything else. I just kind of brought it all together and added into our programs that we have here.
So if someone someone interested, they like what you're saying, they want to find out more, how would they go about contacting you?
Oh, absolutely. We have a website. It's www.elitesportsacademy1.com. We are also on Facebook, Elite Sports Academy, or they could call me at 304-617-1630 and get any information you want.
So come on down to Elite Sports Academy and let them help you bring out your inner athlete. So get up, get off the couch, and let's go.